You're all having a good time. That's what I like it. All of you sitting down, this is the time to get up. I want to see you bouncing around.
Very proud of the album. It represents, we've been working at this for 4 years. It's taken a while to get to this point, but for me it represents what we've done in those 4 years to this point. And all of our interaction as a band is in there as a record.
Highlights of just being able to work with some great musicians, fantastic. Big gig Jersey this year, 6,500 people, that was phenomenal. Walking out on that stage, getting that kind of reception was really, really good. And it's I think more so now for us, the hard work's really, really paying off.
So I write the typical love songs, that's what everyone does. But I try to go off that sort of area when I can, so it's not all the same.
I really, really, really hope that people dig the music, like the album, buy it, and I hope it, it does for them what it does for me when I listen to it. And if it doesn't, that's cool, but hopefully, yeah, I'd love for it to be received really well.
It's taken a little bit longer to come to fruition. We've worked very, very hard on it. It's also quite hard that 4 of us also write and produce, so we've had to really kind of take a back seat and just be the musicians on this project. From a success point of view, it's everything that we are. It's been well received when we do it live. I hope the album will be as well. And again, I think we have a product now that I can look to with our management as well, take into other markets, take into the UK now and take into other areas, and really start to kind of push things forwards and start to take the project out of Jersey.
Who knows? I don't really know where we're going to go from here. If the albums are well received, who knows? We could go anywhere. But if it's not well received, we'll keep doing what we're doing, writing albums, playing gigs, because that's ultimately why we do it.
Well, Top of the World is kind of out there and has been played a bit on the radio already. But we've got big plans for Promenade, another of the tracks that didn't make it onto the record. Promenade's going to be remixed, going to be kind of just fluffed up a bit, and Promenade kind of represented, as we were recording it, represented the next chapter of Any Given Sunday.
A lot of my songs are from sort of personal experience, but change it up a little bit, exaggerate it or whatever, just to a bit of spice in there. My
inspirations draw from everywhere. I'm a rock and roll fan. I love punk music, and then I like old hip hop, so like Tribe Called Quest, and bands like that inspired me from a young age, and I just love the groove of hip hop and blues music, so I try to bring as much of that as I can into Any Given Sunday where it fits, and that's kind of where we get our roots, and then obviously the sound develops from there. But yeah, there's a melting pot of different influences in our music, and you can definitely hear it on the album.
I think, I've worked with Lee, the lead singer, for about 14, 15 years now. Any Given Sunday, Lee approached me as a bass player, obviously because we've worked together before. Had already met Matt and Chris and kind of came together probably about 4 years ago now. We met we started practicing at a place where Lee was living at the time. And again, just came together really, really quickly. I'd known Chris before as a musician. Jersey's quite a small island. Again, Matt as a new guitarist come in, very, very talented musician. It's one thing I love about Any Given Sundays, that we've got some very, very competent, very, very capable musicians in the band.
I've always listened to a whole heap of music, like from everything from Slipknot through to, not jazz. I hate jazz. Jazz is evil and weird, and for exclusively bearded people who drink real ale. I've always listened to a whole heap of music right through the musical spectrum. And when Lee brings these songs to the band, some songs call out for heavy guitar, some songs call out for funk, some songs call out for just a little riff with a bit of delay on it. And the beautiful thing about Any Given Sunday is we're also versatile, so we could do those different styles without it sounding forced or false. In the early days of the band, obviously, we had so many different styles. We went as heavy as Superhero, the old track that we used to play. And we used to rock out and have people, we used to have a mosh pit at the gig, and we don't have that so much anymore. People are just kind of grooving to the music, but the guitar parts kind of just, it just stems from everything that I listen to.
Great fan base, yeah. I've met loads of new people as well, which is really cool. And having other musical influences and seeing other bands and playing in other bands and stuff like that is really nice to kind of mix fans, and you bring new people to new things and experiences from different places, and it makes a big difference at gigs.
I think in the early days we were playing around with lots of different ideas. There were definitely conversations about it, about our identity not being quite clear. Some very, very good, strong songs in their own right, but in the same way, yeah, just kind of refining those. A couple of songs have been dropped off, although they sometimes come back in some of our live performances. But yeah, it's definitely kind of shaping itself towards quite a good, tight sound. I think we sound a lot more like Any Given Sunday now as a product than we did before. And
yeah, I'm very, very happy with it, to be honest. Yeah, I look forward to it all being complete and with the songs put in the right order. Top of the World is it is one of my favourite tracks. I like the flow in the rap verses. I really enjoy singing the chorus. It's really sort of soulful, and it gives me a chance to open my voice.
Thank you very much. Okay, we've got a section